Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome back to Beauty News Reviews.
Well, we're breaking things up.
Maybe it's a Beauty News Reviews versus Makeup Breakup. They're having a baby today. Today we're taking a look at the Colourpop The Full Beat Blending Sponge Kit. So what we want to do today is to just test out all of the sponges and see how they apply makeup, compare them dry to a wet set because we're very lucky. We've got a second set. See if any of them are different or doing anything special. And then we actually want to cut open the silicone sponges and see if the silicone coating is actually effective.
They call it a core.
Oh, they do call it a core. My bad, a silicone core. But it turns out it's just a little like patch of silicone. But let's stop talking about it and just do it. So here are the 5 sponges in the set. We've got the Velvet, which is essentially a flocked sponge. The Detail sponge has a really pointy tip for detail work. The Hourglass sponge is your standard hourglass sponge. The Complexion has some flat edges and curves. And then the Silicone has a silicone core that is maybe not quite a core.
Yeah, and it's designed to prevent too much foundation absorption.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to test.
Yes. Okay, so, wow. I wasn't expecting that, but okay.
They do grow.
They grow, and they are very nice and soft, I've got to admit. I was a bit hesitant about this purple Hourglass one because it feels hard. And I'm like, look, I don't like to apply my makeup with rocks, but It feels not too bad now that it's puffed up a bit. Over here, this is what I'm really excited. Oh, sorry.
She had a moment.
I had a moment. This is a cool little sponge. I'm really keen to try this out, and it feels lovely and soft. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. Off you go. All right, so these guys, silicone core.
Is it a core?
Silicone core. It's, when you it's not.
It's a silicone sticker.
It's a silicone. It's like just a little bit that's been sort of stuck on there. There's no core in there that's made of silicone. It's not in there. So I know it's not.
The only way it's going to prevent foundation getting into the sponge is if you just use that side to do your foundation.
Yeah.
The rest of it, they're pretty much saying is just a handle.
Yes. I'm not sure that I get the point of this.
No.
But we'll play with it more. And then last but certainly not least, we have the green one, which is pretty cool too.
I just like the wiggle that it gives afterwards. Bung, bung. Fun.
All right, let's get to testing these out. If you can see some swatches on my arm, yes, we just filmed another video, forgive them. But this is the flocked sponge. So I'm just going to apply that.
Yeah, so the thing is, we just want to swatch these to see if they
offer anything different.
Yeah, because they do claim to offer different things.
Yeah. This is what I don't like about the flocked sponges.
You're messy.
That. And I always find that it's really difficult to get the foundation out of it once it looks like that. Mm-hmm. But application is fine. Now we have the pointy one. First, I want to test to see how pointy she really is. Okay.
A bit of control.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely control with that. All right, let's blend her out.
Looks the same.
Looks pretty much the same. Eggy weggy, which I don't understand this sponge, but you know.
No.
Each their own. It's soft enough, so if you do like these sort of hourglass shaped sponges, you probably won't be too disappointed with the texture of this one. Okay, the standard shape. Gosh, you wouldn't guess that they'd all apply the same. All right, this one looks like it has a lot on it, but I had to get some on that silicone core because otherwise what's the point? So let's try this out.
possibly more coverage, but then you also put more foundation on. So.
I did, so it's hard to judge. But that's what she looks like when it's done. And look, the foundation that we use is a high coverage foundation anyway to ensure that you can actually see it on the skin. But look, they're all effective.
They're all sponges.
Yes, I would say, like, if you buy the pack, you're going to enjoy them all probably. Maybe.
Yeah, or at least figure out what your favourite is.
Yeah. So we want to compare the silicone core sponge to a standard sponge. So I'm just gonna get some foundation on the base, work it in. Looks about fair.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna destroy them. Okay, so we're gonna cut these open. And the reason we're gonna do that is, one, we wanna see if this is an actual core or if it's just like a layer over the outside of the sponge. To me, a core means the center of it is full of silicone. We don't believe it is. But what we also want to see is, does it really make that much of a difference? Or would a good clean most likely get all of the foundation out anyway? So let's find out.
Let's get our snippers on. Realistically, if there's a silicone core in there, you won't be able to cut through.
Correct. So we're gonna know
Pretty
instantly
quickly.
anyway. There's definitely a silicone core in there.
Yeah. That ain't no core.
That ain't no core.
It's a sticker, mate.
It's just a little layer that's stuck on there. All right, let's cut open this and see how much foundation has soaked through to the center of the sponge. My guess is none.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't
Shock
you know?
horror.
It's the same.
So there's no core and no purpose for the core.
No. So essentially what we've demonstrated here is that not a lot of foundation sinks into a sponge anyway. If you clean your sponges effectively, you would easily get off all of that. And if your cleanser isn't getting all of this off, it's a piece of shit cleanser.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. Like there are some sponges and some foundations that are easier to clean.
Oh, absolutely.
And also if you clean off a fresh sponge, it's easier than a set sponge.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, yeah, the silicone core didn't make a difference because it doesn't need to.
No,
it's fine.
no. I think it's just a little bit of a, maybe a little
Point of
bit-
difference.
Point of difference, yes.
They're trying to make it seem like there's a different purpose for it.
But
Yep.
it's not. But I do have to say that they feel like nice sponges. Like Kat and I will certainly use what we haven't destroyed here today. So, you know, I'm not going to poo-poo it, but we were curious and now we know the answer. So we've just given these a quick clean and you can see they've come up absolute spotless with a good, decent sponge cleanser. Look, the core is just, it's probably not necessary. It's probably not going to make any huge difference to the longevity or the application of your sponge.
And it's not even there.
It's not even a core. It's a
Sticker.
Yeah, it's a piece that's like stuck on the outside. But there you go. Kat just picked up her mic. We're professional. It's our last video of the day. Leave us alone. We've already filmed 4.
True.
All right, guys. So that's it for us today. The battery light is flashing red and we answered our curious question. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've tried any Colourpop sponges, let us know what you think of them and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Okay, so, wow. Oh.
Sorry.
She had a moment.
I had a moment.